This is 3 News Daily.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to 3 News Daily. I'm Stephanie Haney here on this Wednesday, October 12th. Thanks for being here for your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. And we'll start today first in Akron, where the 8 police officers involved in the shooting death of Jayland Walker are going back to work, but not in uniforms and not on the streets. Akron Police Chief Stephen Milet says that the officers will be doing administrative jobs. They've also said that community members and law enforcement were involved in discussing this before coming to this decision together. Attorneys for the Walker family are asking that the officers be put back on leave, though, until the investigation into Jayland's death is complete. And in Cuyahoga County, plans for a new jail are on hold. That's at least until a new county executive is elected. Correction officers say in the current jail, working conditions are terrible and unsafe for them and the inmates, and they are demanding that something be done now. But last week, the county council voted against buying land on Transport Road to build a new jail. That's because of environmental concerns, because apparently the land used to be used for an oil refinery. And since current county executive Armin Budish is not running for re-election next month, the council says the responsible thing to do is wait for a new leader to move forward. And starting today, Black Voters Matter, a political group campaigning for black rights, is touring through Ohio. This is part of the We Won't Black Down fall bus tour. They have plans to talk with community leaders and engage black voters leading up to the election that's coming up very soon here on November 8th. So the bus that will be in town today is called the Blackest Bus in America, and we know that it's stopping at the East Cleveland Public Library. They'll have a banned book giveaway and a reception there tonight, and our own Carmen Blackwell will have the details on that starting for us at 5 o'clock. Now, remember we told you that Reverend Al Sharpton was leading a protest yesterday outside of Cleveland City Hall? Well, this was in protest of construction of the new Sherwin-Williams global headquarters because there was disagreement over what Sherwin-Williams had promised in terms of including black-owned firms in the construction project. Well, Sherwin-Williams issued a statement in response to this protest right before it kicked off. So leaders from Sherwin-Williams say that they received a lot of attractive offers to relocate their global headquarters, different cities across the nation, but they chose Cleveland because of Mayor Justin Bibb's strong leadership and clear vision. They also say that they've had a deliberate and intentional process of including diverse firms in the project. Sherwin-Williams says its goal is to incorporate Northeast Ohio businesses, especially those that are owned by minorities and also women, throughout the design and the construction process of the new headquarters. Now, we're not sure yet if this has satisfied the Black Contractors Group and Reverend Sharpton, but if you'd like to see Reverend Sharpton's comments from the protest on Tuesday, we did stream that rally, and you can find that on WKYC.com. All right, now we have an update for you on the investigation into allegations of cheating at last month's Lake Erie walleye fishing tournament. Yesterday, we know that officials seized a boat and a trailer from the Pennsylvania home of Chase Cominsky. Chase and his fishing partner, Jacob Runyan of Cleveland, are the ones accused of putting weights inside their catch during the tournament. We know that they've made a lot of money at these tournaments, so we will continue to watch this. All right, now let's talk mental health and wellness. There's a new report from the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force that says screenings for anxiety and depression in children should start at 8 years old. Now, this includes kids who aren't showing symptoms or signs of mental health issues. Now, what we know from them is that these screenings aren't meant to diagnose your kids, but they are potentially useful to help identify people who need extra help from trained professionals. So here are some symptoms of anxiety or depression in children that people can watch out for. Refusing to go to school or social events is a possibility. Also, ongoing feelings of hopelessness. And if they're talking about repeated headaches or stomach aches, that could also be a sign of a potential mental health issue. 3 News' Isabel Lawrence will talk more about this during What's New, and that'll be at 4 o'clock. And if you didn't know, October is National Bullying Awareness Month. So we spoke with David Petrovic, a middle school teacher in Sharpton with experience in this area, personal experience. David teaches social studies at St. Mary's School, and he's an accomplished theater actor, motivational speaker, author, and autism advocate. And that authorism goes in hand with that advocacy for autism. He's got 2 books. One is called See Me, and one is called Expect a Miracle: Understanding and Living with Autism. So he's drawn on his experiences of being bullied and feeling invisible in high school and encourages people through these books to embrace differences. He also applies this method to his teaching, he says, to hopefully help students at St. Mary's make each other feel seen. So if you're interested, we have more about his books on WKYC.com. And before we go here, we have to let you know today a Jesse Owens Olympic oak sapling is being planted. That's at James Ford Rhodes High School here in Cleveland. The Holden Forests and Gardens Tree Corps has been growing the sapling for years, and it's from the original tree planted by Jesse about 80 years ago. Jesse brought home 4 gold medals from the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin and set multiple Olympic and world records, so it's really an honor to have this here. All right, thanks for watching us, whether you're watching on the WKYC YouTube page, on our Instagram page, or on WKYC Plus. We appreciate you. Also, remember, if you love podcasts, this is also a podcast, so you can find 3 News Daily with Stephanie Haney wherever you get your podcast if you'd rather listen to us that way. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you back tomorrow with more 3 News Daily.